Hello everyone. Let's resume our current affairs discussion. Okay, July 27th and 28th. All right. India and Nepal have finalized an agreement called Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. What is mutual legal assistance? It is different from extradition. Extradition is where the one person who has done a crime and absconding, he will be, handed over to the another country, that is the home country, right? Now, mutual legal assistance is you share the evidences, all right, for faster investigation and prosecution. All right. Now, extradition treaty के लिए the Ministry of External Affairs is the coordinating agency, and for mutual legal assistance, it is the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, why this becomes important? So largely because India has signed this mutual legal assistance treaty with almost you know uh, almost 42 countries, okay, including USA and Israel. All right, but given that the crimes are increasing, crimes such as money laundering, crimes such as drug trafficking, crimes such as human trafficking, okay, fake currency, where money laundering are increasing, so we need greater cooperation. One thing. Another is India has an open border approximately 2,000 kilometers, where terrorist organizations like Indian Mujahideen have their hideouts, they have their safe havens, okay, safe havens in these countries, or they use after committing a crime, they flee to these countries because it is the Nepal does did not have any type of formal sharing of evidence. Now this has been made available with the formalization of this particular treaty. All right. Until now, had been the only neighboring country without a mutual legal assistance treaty with India. All right. Important, important, important. Then, in a first, Uttarakhand assesses tourist carrying capacity. Now, what do you mean by tourist carrying capacity? It's a very simple notion that before telling that, let us look at here arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Malthusian theory. Malthus is Thomas Malthus is an Irish demographer. He says, see, an arithmetic progression 2, 4, 6, 8. See, a geometric progression 2, 4, 8, and 16. You can see here, you can see that now there is a constant difference of 2. Here is a constant multiple of 2. All right. So by the time they reach their fourth term, see the difference. See the difference. The difference becomes so sharp, and he says that the population of a country increases by GP, while the food production increases in AP. So this results in the shortage, and human civilization is doomed to have type poverty, doomed to have drought, famine, are recurring, etc. Nevertheless, this theory has been now rejected, but you are expected to be aware of it, largely because it is in a popular debate. Now, Earth has its own limited capacity of supporting biotic and abiotic components because it is made up of a thin biogeochemical cycles. All right, be it the carbon dioxide cycle, be it the nitrogen cycle. All right, so it has a very limited carrying capacity. So, what if we cross that, or are we touching the boundaries of those, the ecology, which is resulting in change in global warming, resulting in land degradation, pollution, water stress? Matlab, generally, these are not naturally they are recycled by the environment, but environment is not able to do. It means that we are reaching certain planetary boundaries. A similar concept is biocapacity overshoot. All right, of a region. Okay, if at all you have 365 days of biodiversity, but you are using up it in 300 days. So you are, that this the 300th day is celebrated as Earth Overshoot Day. Earth Overshoot Day, and again it is Earth Overshoot Day is celebrated. Okay, Earth Overshoot Day is calculated by Global Footprint Network. It is not by United Nations or something. All right. So they say that the day has been arriving earlier. It is not a fixed day. All right, it is not fixed day, it keeps on varying. All right, so it is arriving earlier over the decades. Okay, for example, it was in it was somewhere in December. Now it has come to August. All right, so yes, this concept you can use, but here in this context, why this wasn't used? Because the National Green Tribunal, okay, National Green Tribunal, again a statutory body formed in the year 2010, has directed state government, that is the Uttarakhand government, to classify 9 districts according to their carrying capacity, so that control tourism. All right, because of tourism, increased uncontrolled population growth, construction of dams, and more residential colonies, which can result in disasters. Okay, important, important, important. So nevertheless, let us come to next topic, that is called zoonotic threats. Zoonotic threats matlab which come from germs from animals. All right, animals to humans. All right. So, for example, Ebola, Nipah, all right, and WHO, including COVID-19 as well. WHO has come out with a list of what are the various zoonotic diseases, what are the threats, which are the regions which are under threat, and what are the, for example, high livestock density. For example, COVID came through bat. All right, bat in one of the markets in China. All right, this is the what is a popular perception. It high livestock density or frequent land use changes, and can increase the human wildlife interaction and contributing to outbreak risk. So high population density of humans also can result in, for example, rapidly urbanizing areas. Yes, you can definitely write, but direct question are unlikely. 99% chances are less, but you can use it indirectly in your essay. All right. Then comes integrated battalion group doctrine. This year, soon after 2001 Parliament attack, India launched a operation called Operation Parakram. Sir, what was Parakram? It was large-scale mobilization of Indian forces along the border, but it did not result in a war because we give certain time to even to the enemy to mobilize their forces. But we want a faster mobilization, a military strategy developed by India to rapidly mobilize and deploy forces for limited, swift, and focused strike against Pakistan. Now, uh, given that we have certain threats, okay, new threats which are emerging largely because of collusion between both China and Pakistan. All right, you need to have more capability in terms of infantry, faster mobilization, tanks, artillery, special forces, etc. Now, so these integrated battalion groups are more agile, a small-sized combat formation, better suited for modern warfare. All right. So, depending upon the threat, terrain, and the task, we are having, a modernization in our Indian armed forces. This is a fodder for Gender Studies, Paper 3. All right. Next comes the common theme, that is AI and the jobs. So economy is undergoing a restructuring. This is popularly reflected in most of the companies adopting AI and layoff taking place, including Amazon, including Flipkart, including the Swiggy, or including Microsoft. All right. Now it is India's TCS. Okay, one of the largest software companies. Okay, it has see, in IT companies they generally go for bench matlab they want to show of strength that we have surplus workforce. Okay, so generally freshers are placed here. Okay, they are trained. Okay, they are upskilled and made them job ready. But because of increasing AI, they're reducing. Earlier it was around 1 to 1.5 years. Now they are reducing to 36 business days, which has raised concern about employee deployment and job continuity. So most of the companies already have reduced the bench size to defend the margins and improve utilization. All right, but in this this is in the larger context of economy undergoing restructuring. What should be the government measures? Will the government go for robot tax? Matlab, more and more companies are adopting AI. Should we charge them for? Should we tax them for adopting the AI so that it disincentivizes them, or should we encourage the companies? Should we upskill our employees? All right, should we train the employees so that they are eligible for new type of employment or my an employment for in other countries? Now towards this you have corporate. What about the corporate social responsibilities? Okay, that is an ethical concern. Okay, is it a hire and fire policy? All right, what would be the health of the employees, because it is a part of our DPSP as well. Okay, providing proper condition, providing minimum working age, working wages or living wages. Then the transformation of policies in IT sector reflects the dynamic industries adopting a new economic realities and technological advancements. So, in fact, the AI as such is going to have a large scale layoff throughout the sector. All right, be it the common e-commerce sector, education sector, healthcare sector. In fact, doctors, doctor robots are more accurate than the conventional human medical specialists. All right. So one thing that cannot replace is civil servants. One thing that cannot replace is politicians, right? So those are the safe jobs. Okay. So what are the measures that the government has been undertaking? Again, very very important. Okay, it's a classical case study you can quote. Then comes Brihadeshwara Temple. All right. So Brihadeshwara Temple, it's a temple constructed during 11th during 11th century. Oh, let me show you. Chalo, let us see the Brihadeshwara temple. Okay, so so there are three temples. One is Gangaikonda Cholapuram and Airavateshwara temple. These are classical Dravidian. So Dravidian मतलब क्या है? Nagara style क्या है? Vesara style क्या है? Okay. Do you see this? See this walls around? Do you see this? Large entrance. Do you see water tanks here? Do you see steps? Okay, these are some of the ways temples have been classified. Okay, so Brihadeshwara temple was in news because Prime Minister offered prayers at Brihadeshwara temple. Then comes organic certification. So let us have a look here. Organic certification. So say there is an organization called APEDA, Agricultural and Processed Food Exports Development Authority, established in the year 1985 as a statutory body. All right, it works under the Ministry of Commerce, not under Ministry of Agriculture. Okay, important. Now what it does is, see, there are various agricultural products which are produced in different parts of India. Now to certify this, there are certain agencies. These agencies are authorized by APEDA, so that you provide certification, okay, according to certain international standards, norms set by APEDA itself. Okay, so accordingly, exports are promoted. Okay, and hygiene habits are, especially according to United Nations, according to WHO, according to European Commissions, etc. It is guaranteed. Now, in this context, one thing you should note here, something called participatory guarantee scheme. So what is participatory guarantee scheme? See here, this is an agricultural land. So there are group of people, say 20 farmers are there. These individual farmers, they come together. Individual farmers, they come together, and they grow in clusters an organic product, say organic cotton or organic chili, etc. Now, sir, who should certify? Because it is very difficult to monitor the organic process, right? So it is mutually, they participate each other and certify each other. All right, they are where producers assess, inspect, and verify the production practices collectively and declare the entire holding of the group as organic. So this question has also been asked in the UPSC preliminary examination. Discuss India's achievements in organic agriculture. All right, is organic agriculture the new mode of agriculture, or is it sustainable? Okay, so you can write this in the mains examination. Next comes a small one, bold Kurukshetra. It is with exercise bold Kurukshetra. It is with India and Singapore. Yes, is it done annually? Yes, it is done annually. It is a military exercises to validate all the procedures regarding the mechanized warfare. Then comes heavy water. Sir, what is heavy water? Deuterium oxide, see H2O. So either say H, nikal ke deuterium. Deuterium is another isotope of hydrogen itself. Now, so this is used in nuclear reactors. Say I have a nuclear reactor. I have a nuclear reactor. In nuclear reactor, there is a fissile material. This fissile material is undergoing fission. All right, fission where neutrons are continuously generated, and these neutrons hit the uranium 238. All right, uranium 238, and more neutrons are produced. These more neutrons क्या होता है, they are generally very fast. Okay, they keep on moving, running. They have to be slowed down. To slow it down, we use do heavy water, or we also use cadmium rods. Okay, one thing, that is one of the application of heavy water. Now another application is, see, the nuclear reactor starts heating up. Okay, we need to pause it. Sorry, we need to cool it to absorb this heat and transfer it to a turbine. Okay, which is having structure something like this, so that the water, the steam which is generated, it will start turning, and hence electricity is generated. All right, now the heavy water which is produced is also a type of pollutant. All right, we can't use it, leave it into the ocean. All right, so India has developed a private test facility for heavy water upgradation. All right, depleted heavy water upgradation. So ऊपर से याद रखिए, थोड़ा old topic है. Okay, then then comes the Majuli Island, very important. It is a Okay. So you can see here, it is it is located on the banks of Brahmaputra, Subanasiri River. It is in Assam. It is in it is a Ramsar site. Okay, and it is not a UNESCO heritage site yet. Okay, so there was a problem of erosion. So the farmers have the residents there have been encouraged. Okay, they have been encouraged to grow concentrates. So ऊपर से याद रखिए. All right, then comes flame retardant materials. So see, for example, in our houses, mats. Okay, mats are made up of certain type of plastics so that they should not catch fire easily. But it seems that these are potentially carcinogenic. And remember, flame retardants, again, it has been in news. So these are largely plastic products. So for example, one chloro isopropyl phosphate. So अगर ऐसे कुछ phosphate, ethyl phosphate कुछ नाम आया ना, so याद रखिए, आप लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है. So National Green Tribunal has asked Indian Council for Medical Research to provide to evaluate whether these are carcinogenic, and what type of policy measures that the government should take. Then comes accelerometer. And see, accelerometer is generally we use it in our mobile phones, okay, and healthcare devices, where you need to find the acceleration, matlab what is your total body movement. Okay, it works on simple principle of F is equal to ma, force is equal to mass into acceleration of Newton, one of the Newton's laws of motion. All right, so by calculating the force divided by mass, it will give the acceleration at what rate we are moving. All right, that is accelerometer. It was present in all the smartphones, laptop devices, etc. Then there is one more thing, you should be aware, what is called gyroscope. All right, gyroscope is a device which helps in the proper alignment. Okay, alignment. Matlab, if a rotating object, in what direction it should, okay, in what direction it should stabilize. Okay, it is also used in vehicles, in aeroplanes, etc. So I really request you to go to through some demo videos. 1 to 2 minute का होता है, वो थोड़ा देख लीजिए, वो बहुत हेल्प होता है. ठीक है. देन then comes Python. All right, Python is Saris. It's one of the geographical indicator tag which was mentioned by Honorable Prime Minister in his Man Ki Baat. All right, so it's a type of sari in around in Maharashtra, around Godavari River. Okay, birthplace in a place called Paithani. Sir, what is its use? Sir, it promotes cultural diversity, okay, and local employment, okay, traditional cultural product of India. So all these things, blah blah blah, you can write. All right. Chalo, thank you so much, god bless you.